Today is our second day of working with FOIL, and we call this FOIL Notes day number 2. Little bit harder problems. Okay. Again, you can use the FOIL or the box method to multiply these together. I'll probably alternate between the two in case there are people that want to review both. So, quick review from yesterday. This is just a normal FOIL problem. Let's do it with the box method. So I'd write x and 7 up here, x and 3 on the side. So x squared, 7x, 3x, and 21. Hopefully you're good at this by now from yesterday. These two are like terms, so it's x squared plus 10x plus 21 is my final answer. Okay. Today, we're going to look at some terms or some problems where it's not just x at the beginning of the binomial, or there might be like a 2x in this case. You basically do the same thing as before. Okay, so 2x plus 5 could go on the top of the box, x and 4 on the bottom. But now when you're multiplying 2x and x, that's 2x squared. And x times 5 is 5x. 2x times 4 is 8x. And 4 times 5 would be 20. So you end up with the same type of answer. Just realize we had to multiply that 2 times the 4. When yesterday we didn't have to worry about that. Like terms again, so it's 2x squared plus 13x, 8x and 5x is 13, plus 20. Now you can use the FOIL method if you wish on these. Here's another one. F would be first, so 3x and x is 3x squared. Outside would be 3x times negative 5. 3x times negative 5 would be negative 15x. Inside, we just did outside. Inside would be these two, 6 and x is 6x. And of course the last is 6 times negative 5 is negative 30. Like terms in the middle, so 3x squared. Now, negative 15, and you add 6 to that, that's negative 9x. Okay? If you have trouble with that, just do it on your calculator and type in negative 15 plus 6, and that'll get you that negative 9, right? Okay, so use technology if you need to. Here's a term or a problem where both the x's have numbers in front of them, and that's okay. I'm going to do the box method on this one. So 4x and 5 on top, 2x and negative 3 on the side, and now I just have to be aware that the x's have numbers next to them when I multiply here. So 2x and 4x, I multiply 2 times 4 is 8x squared. 2x times 5, I'm going to multiply the 2 and the 5, makes 10x. Here I'm going to multiply the 4 and the negative 3 and bring the x with it, so that's negative 12x. Notice those aren't squared because there's not an x term to multiply with this x. And negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. Again, we have diagonals that are like terms. So negative 12x and 10x leaves me with negative 2x minus 15. So as long as you just take your time and use the same methods we used yesterday, you should be okay. Now we're ending up with this last one. This is a special case. Notice the two terms are identical except one is positive, one is negative. So here's what happens. First I'm going to do the first. So x times x is x squared. O stands for outside. X and negative 8 is negative 8x. I stands for inside. 8 times x is 8x, that's positive. And 8 times negative 8 is negative 64. Like terms in the middle, you may notice negative 8 and positive 8 adds up to 0. So we don't need to write that. We can just write x squared minus 64. Because negative 8 and positive 8, when you add those together, they basically cancel each other out. So it becomes 0. Some people like to look at it this way. But that's what's really happening. is that when I add these together, I get 0x. But I don't need to write that because 0 times anything is just 0. So this is how we want you to write the answer. We can do this one by the box method as well, since it's a special case. And I'd write x positive 8 on top, x negative 8 on the side. So I'd get x squared, 8x, negative 8x, negative 64. These two cancel each other out. I get x squared minus 64. And again, that's a special case. If you notice, you really only end up doing the first and the last part. So if you ever notice that the first term is x plus 8 and the second term is the same except it's subtraction, you could skip FOIL and just do FL, first and last. Let's do one more of those for a little extra practice. So let's say it was x plus 5, x minus 5. Again, they're the same except one's positive, one's negative. So technically, all I really have to do is first and last. 5 times negative 5 is negative 25. I could do, the box technique if I wanted. X and 5, x and negative 5. But as you saw before, these two terms are going to cancel each other out. So all I really need is the x squared and the minus 25.